Alright guys, what is up? It's Wet Water, and today I wanted to just talk about Ultimate Team a little bit, build a little bit around my team, and show you guys how to build a team. Because there's a lot of people that do not know how to build a team. Alright, so we have about 840,000 coins, and we are an 80 overall. Okay, I have not built this team around my playstyle. I have not built this team around anything. This is just who I have, alright? So, first off, the first thing about building an ultimate team is this is your team. You control what plays you run, you control what the players do, alright? So, you have to pick what player is going to fit what position the best, alright? I could put a lineman as a tight end if I was only going to run with my tight end. If I was going to pass, I probably wouldn't want to have a lineman in. I could put a fullback if all I was going to do was run. Alright? These are all things that you can choose to do on Ultimate Team. Alright? I can put a tight end as my fullback if I run plays where the fullback is going out for a pass. I don't really do that. I have one play where the fullback goes out for a pass, and Janovic, he pretty much does it well. So, I'm going to start building my team. Now, what is my play style on offense? I tend to like to go with the gun or the shotgun so that my quarterback has a little bit more time, and you'll see me really play as a college quarterback, a mobile quarterback. I don't like having quarterbacks that are just pocket passers. I don't like having slow quarterbacks. I want a mobile quarterback because I don't step up into the pocket. I roll out and I test my speed versus a defensive player. Alright, so first thing first is a quarterback. This video is going to have no editing, so you can see everything I do, how I do it, and why I do it. Alright, so we're going to go to the auction house, and quarterbacks, the only quarterbacks I could think would really fit me are Cam Newton, Marcus Mariota, and Russell Wilson. Okay, these three guys are, and the flashback RG3. But these four guys are the fastest quarterbacks as of right now, besides Tyrod Taylor, the 88 Tyrod Taylor, who's about 200,000 coins, which I'm not willing to buy. So, you're going to see me probably make some moves that a lot of people don't make, alright? I'm going to spend coins where a lot of people wouldn't spend coins, alright? So, obviously, he's not up right now, but okay. So, we're going to look at Cam Newton. Cam Newton, his value has really dropped to about 50,000, which is good for me. 82 speed, 91 throw on the run, 91 throw power, and all in the 80s in throw accuracy. So he's not going to be the most accurate quarterback, but he's going to be able to get the ball downfield. He's going to be able to deliver the ball on the run, and he has a little bit of speed on him. All right. Now he's not extremely fast, but he's making it in the world. All right. So, on to Marcus Mariota, who is around the same price, and he has less throw power, but 86 speed, one less throw on the run, which you're not going to notice, less throw accuracy, though. So, what I do, and he has less carrying. I didn't show you the carrying on Cam Newton, but I think the carrying is in the 80s, okay? So, do I sacrifice accuracy and carrying for speed? Probably not. This still is football. I still need to be able to throw the ball. So Cam Newton, he's going to come to the team, all right? There's just, I mean, I could use Russell Wilson, who is much cheaper than both of them. And he is faster than Cam Newton, but he has less on the run, less throw power. He's a little bit more accurate. But let's look at the carrying. 70 carrying. Oh, I mean, how many times am I going to let my quarterback get hit is the question. You know what? I'm not. So we're going to actually pick up Russell Wilson. That's why I said I wanted to do this video with no edits so that you can see all my decisions on the fly. Alright? I'm not going to let my quarterback take too many hits. He is going to get hit, and 70 carrying I feel like is enough to not fumble the ball too many times, but he's not going to take too many big hits. I'm not going to let him go heads up with Cam Chancellor or anything. I'm not stupid. Alright, so the next position I wanted to do was the halfback. My halfback, I'm not really going to use him too much. So do I need to spend 100,000 coins on him? No. But do I need to spend some sort of coinage on him? Yes, because when I do use him, I do need him to get the job done. Alright, Bernard has been getting the job done a little bit, but I feel like, I feel like I need the strength of a bruising back to really do what I want to do, alright? Which is, I like to run stretch, in which you do need speed to run stretch. You also need some strength, some trucking, some stiff arm, just in case you have to create your own hole. Which, I think I know who I'm going with. I don't know for sure, but pretty good idea who I'm going with. Alright, I was thinking about Todd Gurley. Okay, Todd Gurley, 13K, 89 trucking, 89 speed. Okay, he's an average, he's a good average. Alright, now where's his stiff arm? 88 stiff arm, so he's really average. Alright, he'll be able to do everything okay, but he'll be able to do everything okay. Lamar Miller, less trucking, but better elusive and better speed. But like I said, I need to hit holes very hard. I'm not going to dance around in a hole. I'm going to hit that hole. Alright, and like I said, I'm not going to be spending too much on a halfback, considering I don't use halfbacks too much. But I do throw to my halfbacks. So we do need to look at Todd Gurley. Where's Gurley? Where's a Gurley? Give me a Gurley. Alright. At his catching. 65 catching. That isn't too much. Alright, that's actually not that very... Alright, 70 catching. Let's look at TJ Yeldon. 67 catching and 84 trucking. Alright. As long as I'm not throwing up dumb balls or anything to my halfback, I feel like he'll be able to catch what I throw to him. I'm not going to throw any stupid passes to Todd Gurley. They're really just going to be dump off passes or screens or something light like that. So, you're seeing how I do that, how I pick my halfbacks. Let's go ahead and let's pick our receivers. Alright, now receivers, I like speed. If you're fast, I like you. Okay, you're not going to see many times where I throw it up if they're dead even. You're not going to see me try to face catch. Alright, so you're going to see a lot of slants. You're going to see a lot of bubbles. You're going to see a lot of streaks, and I'm only going to throw it to the streak if they are separated. If my receiver can get some separation, I'll throw it to him. But here's the thing. This year's Madden, there aren't that many extremely fast players. Alright, Brandon Cooks, sure, but 115K for 93 speed, not really buying it. Alright, considering he's not really that great in any other stat. So, who am I willing to buy? This Marvin Jones Jr. Now you're looking at me like, well, you just said you like speed. He has 87 speed, which is okay. That's good. 91 spec catch and 6'2". That's a pretty good #1 receiver, if you ask me. Who else could you get? Well, you could get DeAndre Hopkins, 88 speed, 6'1", 91 spec catch. You know, you get AJ Green. But like I said, there aren't too many really fast receivers in this game. You're going to be finding a lot of receivers in the 80 speed. You know, this 92 Odell just has 90 speed. So, we're definitely probably going to go with a Marvin Jones. And we're going to have to pick one more out, because our third receiver, I do like him to have a little bit of catching and traffic on him. So we're going to have Crabtree there. He's already on the team. He catches pretty much everything I throw to him, as long as it's, you know, on the ground. So, I mean, I'm not too worried about receivers, though. Receivers definitely aren't something I would recommend you spend hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of coins on, because you're going to have more than one receiver out on the field. So you have options. All right, so definitely definitely do not want to spend 100,000 coins on a receiver if I'm not going to be able to throw to him every play. Alright, so we're kind of looking at this, and I'm looking for another receiver, and I might pick Desi Boo. Dez Bryant, he has, I think, 88 speed or something like that. And he has 90 spec catch, 6'2", 88 catching in traffic. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and pick up Dez Bryant. Now, I haven't been spending that many coins on any player so far. But in my offense, you will see me throw to a tight end a lot. Alright, I do run that college offense. I do run a gun in the shotgun. I run read options. I run all that. And when you pass in this type of offense, a lot of times your receivers are just going to get locked up, okay? They're going to understand, oh, this is completely a pass, and they're just going to lock you down. But someone that is hard to shut down is a tight end. You get a good tight end, they're very hard to shut down because they're so versatile, especially one of the athletic ones. Alright, so we're looking around at tight ends, and I have a pretty good idea of who I want to go to. But we're just going to keep looking around just to see. So a lot of people would say, well, pick Vernon Davis because he's pretty fast, but the catching, they have to be able to catch. They need to be athletic. They need to be able to catch. Martellus Bennett, he would be great if he wasn't so slow. Dallas Clark, he'd be pretty great. And he's really standing out to me because he does have okay speed, or well, that's pretty great speed for a tight end. But the spec catch and the catching in traffic, the route running, all of that. Now the run block, I don't really need. I don't run to my tight end that much. Now there's a Jeremy Shockey who has less speed and less catching, but better run block. He's more of a running tight end. You could get Travis Kelce, who is again more in the passing game, with a little bit of better run block. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to pick up Dallas Clark because I don't think Jimmy Graham is slower. He's taller. He has less catching, though. He has a little bit better run block. But Dallas Clark is definitely going to be, overall, a more rounded tight end for me. And I just saw him. He did play for the... Hold up. Oh, he played for the Colts, didn't he? I'm dumb. I'm really dumb. I just mixed... Okay. Anyways, 84,000. Definitely worth getting a nice tight end, especially in my offense. Alright, you might not have the offense that requires this tight end, but for me, I require that tight end. Alright, so we're going to go ahead, switch over to the defense. Once we put all these players in, we're going to switch over to the defense. Alright, now, defensively, let's go ahead and hop on the topic of a defense. Defensively, what is the best defense for me? I like zone blitzes because zone blitzes, they're kind of hard to read sometimes. They're not always easy to make a good ball in. And typically, you can really do well blitzing defensive backs in a zone blitz. So you're not going to want to sit in with linebackers too much, but you are going to see me get some pretty good linebackers, all right? Because I feel like linebackers are very athletic this year. They're very important this year. So we're going to put a little bit of money into everything, all right? So this is the offense, all right? And I don't recommend you going out and buying all elite players, okay? Because it's so early in the year. We're not even halfway through the year, and there's no point in getting an all elite line, especially for me when I'm not spending too much time in this backfield. I'm not going to spend too much time in between those two tackles. You're going to see me outside. So that line is not important to me. This fullback, not really important to me. You're not going to see him on the field too much. Michael Crabtree, catching in traffic. All right, that's all I have to say for him. So defense. Here's my defense. All right, you're going to see corners aren't too great. My DNs aren't too great. My linebackers not too great. TJ Ward, he's sufficient because he can hit. Brian Dawkins isn't going to stay. So who do we need for my defense? Well, we definitely need some great DNs. Point blank period. Great DNs. My DNs have to be studs. If my DNs aren't studs, then my defense doesn't make plays, okay? I need to shut down those edges so you can't run to the outside on me. You're going to be forced to stay in the box and let me get to you in that box, and it will be a bad situation on your part. Alright, so first off, what makes a DN great? There's a lot of things that make a DN great. Alright, you can have speed, you can have finesse move, you can have anything. But honestly, speed is going to control the outside a little bit more. I want to stop those runs, I want to stop all that. So Vic Beasley Jr. was someone that I was really looking at, and it doesn't seem like there's too many people I would rather have. Jermaine Javon, my bad. 83 speed with 93 finesse move, he's gonna be a little bit more dominant against a lineman. But we're talking about just straight controlling edges and stopping quarterbacks. I'm okay if you have a pocket passing quarterback. I'm fine with that. I don't hate you for that. I love you for that. So we're going to pick up Vic Beasley Jr. He's going to stop the edges. You're not going to be able to run outside on Vic Beasley Jr. Alright? So now onto the right end. Alright? Right ends, again, same thing. I don't see a difference between my ends. Honestly, I put my left ends and my right ends sometime. I don't care. Because they're pretty much the same thing. Alright? Controlling the edge. Not allowing you to roll out and buy time. You're going to be stuck in the pocket, and it's up to my defensive lineman to get to you, alright? So, there aren't very many good, cheap defensive ends on the right end position. Okay, there's just not. So, we might have to go to right outside linebackers. I don't have a problem with putting a right outside linebacker there as long as they're fast. Alright? Or as long as they make plays. I mean, if you make a play, I'm not going to remove you. So, someone that I was really thinking of would be this Brian Orakpo or Julius Peppers. Alright, now let's look at the stats on them. Brian Orakpo. Alright, let's look at this. 91 power move, 79 finesse move, and 88 block shed. Alright. Let's go to Julius Peppers, who is obviously dirt slow, has no coverage abilities. Alright, 85 power move, 91 finesse move, and 83 block shed. So Brian Orakpo pretty much wins in the block shed, and I'm pretty sure speed, just to make sure he is faster, correct? 79. I'm thinking Brian Orakpo is faster. 81. Alright, so Brian Orakpo, you are going to be our defensive end. Alright, you're not going to be our outside linebacker. Our outside linebackers need to be athletic. Atletico. Alright, so Brian Orakpo, welcome to the team. You're a defensive end. Go ahead and erase a little right outside linebacker on your card because you are a defensive end on this team. Alright, now on to the free safety. Free safeties, what do I need out of a free safety? I need an athlete. I don't care about anything else, just as long as you're athletic. If you can make plays and just make your presence felt around the field 24/7, you can be a free safety on my team. And who better than Reggie Nelson? Alright, he is on the Oakland Raiders now. Okay, this is his flashback card, and you need to chill. 33,000. Now his hit power doesn't show how much it really is, okay? But 88 speed, 89 zone coverage, he's gonna be felt around the field. The quarterback is not gonna be able to just throw in zones like he would without him. Alright, so onto the corners. Guys, corners are so important. But this year you don't need tall corners. This year, the corners really just require coverage. So, who better than a straight coverage corner? Alright, which is probably just going to be, well, we could go with Darius Slay, who really, he's just all about coverage. Has no hit power, no press, he's not strong, he's just about coverage. We go with Joe Hayden, who, he has a little bit of strength to him, and he has some good coverage. So, or we could go with Janoris Jenkins. I'm having a problem saying people's names today. I don't know why. But I'm probably going to go with Joe Hayden. Just because, again, you have to have two corners And our third corner we'll discuss when the time comes. But what am I doing? All right, and it's not really worth spending 100K on corners, so you're gonna see this come out. All right, and who else? Well, considering I like to send pressure, let's get a really good press corner. All right, this press corner, he's gonna be strong as shit. All right, so Sean Smith, 92 press, 84 speed. He's not very fast. He has good coverage though. So I'm pretty much putting my faith into hoping that he is going to be able to press a receiver long enough for me to at least put pressure on the quarterback. So you probably disagree with what I'm doing here. You might disagree with what I'm doing here, but trust me, press coverage, well, not really press coverage, but pressing a receiver is very important when it comes to putting pressure on the quarterback. Now, onto our left outside linebacker. Left outside linebacker is going to almost always blitz. So who are we going to have there? It's really between, I feel like for me, between Khalil Mack and Clay Matthews. Clay Matthews, of course, being the slower one, but having hit power, pursuit, and he might have better play rec. Let me check. He does have better hit power. He does have better play rec. He does have better pursuit. Let's look at the block shedding, and let's look at the... Okay, so how much speed? Okay, 80 block shedding versus like 88, I think it was, and 84 speed versus 81, so you're not going to see much difference. Catching, not really where, like I said, they're going to be in the backfield. 93 power move. All right, let's go ahead and look at Clay Matthews. Boy, you better have something impressive. You better have something impressive. 86 power move. All right, so that's a big difference. So you're going to see Khalil Mack coming onto the team. There were 2 chances. Well, it was a 100% chance of getting a number 52. But Khalil Mack decided he wanted to be that man. So we're going to allow Khalil Mack to be our left outside linebacker. He's just going to rush the quarterback. He's going to be run stop. He's going to be all that. But he is not going to cover a receiver. I don't like my linebackers really covering receivers just because you're setting yourself up for failure if you're putting someone with 83 speed on someone with 90 speed. It's really stupid. Or someone who can catch versus someone who cannot catch. So, onto our right outside linebackers, and here's a duo that you can never go wrong with, Dont'a Hightower and Khalil Mack. Both really powerful, except Dont'a Hightower will probably be in a little bit more coverage. He's got a little bit more speed. He's got a little bit more everything. So we're going to go ahead and pick up a Dont'a Hightower. Not even going to look at anybody else because I already know that Dont'a Hightower has everything I need. 82 speed, 92 tackle, 84 block shed, 89 hit power. He's going to be able to be in the backfield. He's going to be able to cover the flats. Anything I really need, he's going to do. All right. Now, there are a few positions left. All right. So, middle linebacker. Jamie Collins would be absolutely horrible. My middle linebackers are definitely athletic because that's who I use. That's who I use her. I use her my middle linebacker. They need to be athletes. Just raw athletes. So, I didn't really pick someone out for this, but I know Eric Kendricks, he's pretty athletic, 86 speed, 88 hit power. Pretty good user. Okay. Luke Kuechly. Let's look at this Urlacher. 84 speed, okay. 89 hit power, 90 tackling, 88 block shed, 64 catch. You know what? Derek Johnson. No, you're dirt slow. Don't want you. We're going to go ahead and we're going to pick up this Brian Urlacher. We haven't picked up any white boys. I don't think we have, at least. But we're... Alright. So we need to pick up a white boy. Alright. That team would not be complete without having at least one white boy. Alright. So, Brian Urlacher, our middle linebacker. And you know what? Just because I can, we're going to go ahead and we're going to upgrade the strong safety position. Alright. Now, you're like, Andy, you had 840,000 coins. Why did you not spend more than half of them? You could have had a much better team. Well, I set up my team to be what I need. Not the best cards, but the best for the position that I was going to put them in. Alright, so strong safety, you know what I need? I need hit power. And you know what? Cam. That's all I was looking at was Cam, man. 50,000. 93 hit power, though. Welcome to the team, young man. Alright, so how I'm going to go into the lineup. I'm going to show you exactly what everyone's going to be doing. And that'll be it. Alright. So, putting everybody in. Alright. Gotta put everybody in. And you'll notice that in my left outside linebacker, I have a Anthony Barr that I'm not going to use. He does not get to the quarterback. You know, I can't rush him or anything. It just doesn't seem to work. He doesn't want to play. So, hey, you don't want to play? You don't want to play. That's fine by me. So, right outside linebacker, Brian Orakpo, you're not already in a position. Did I put Brian Orakpo? Where did I put him? Oh, okay. Okay, move from the lineup. We got your new card. Alright. So, Brian Orakpo is going to be our end. And that's actually going to work really well for us because some plays we run have the ends in a coverage. In a zone coverage. So, you know, he'll be able to drop back in the zone. Don't worry, he's an athlete. Alright. Vic Beasley Jr. Again, a left outside linebacker that is moved down to the left end spot, man. He really is a linebacker that the Falcons just use to blitz. Alright. Again, just another athlete, another baller. Alright, so then you're going to see the white boy come in. Brian Dawkins, sorry, but you are out, young man. Reggie Nelson. And our corners. Now, our third corner is literally going to be playing the flats or hook curl, something like that. He's not really going to be too much into deep coverage, so we don't really need to have a stud. Whoops. We don't need to have a stud at our third corner. He does not need to be a first pick in the first round player. He just needs to be decent. All right, that's all I need. That's all I ask. So who is going to be that? Not Breeland. No, but where is he? Jason Makoko. All right, Jason Makoko. He's going to be there. And you notice I didn't upgrade my defensive tackles. That's because, guys, you will waste money upgrading defensive tackles. You literally just need block shed and power move. Block shed, power move. And these two guys have been doing it for me. So, you're going to see this is the team now. Alright, this is the offense. Alright, you notice that we didn't even get a third elite receiver. We didn't get an elite halfback. We did not get an elite lineman. Because those are not necessary. These 5 guys, these elite 5 guys are going to be my ball movers. These guys are going to move the ball, move the chains, and score the points. You will barely see Michael Crabtree get a pass. You will barely see me use these guys, but for 2 seconds. You will hardly ever see this man on the field, so there's no point in buying someone for them. These guys will be rushing the quarterback almost every play. These guys will be in coverage, or this man will be rushing the quarterback. He's fast. That's all I need. I just need him to get to the quarterback. It doesn't matter whether he can tackle or not. It matters whether he's going to make that quarterback nervous. Now, I always like to do a little something special. I don't like having an actual kick returner. I think it's just too plain. I think you need to have something hilarious. Alright. So, we're going to put, let's see here, a fullback. Definitely Janovich. Definitely Janovich. 82 speed. White boy, what are you doing? Alright. And you hit that 2 of them. Darren Sproles, your 2 original. Alright, let's see here. Who else is really dumb that we could put back there? Really, really dumb. Let's put Sherman. Let's put Sherman. If you watched the Pro Bowl game last year, man, Sherman, hilarious. They tried to do this little receiver, like a receiver. I guess I don't know what it was. The receiver ran. Guess it was a jet. I don't know. And then punt returner. The dumbest thing we could find for the punt returner. They don't let you put lineman back there. You know I'd have a lineman back there. You know what? Hope we can have tight ends. Whatever. We're gonna put Cam Chancellor back there. So this. Oh my gosh. You know what I mean. This concludes the video. Alright. How to build your Madden Ultimate Team. Build it around your play style. Build it around your playbook. Build it around you. Do not build your team around one person. You will spend way too many coins doing that. You will spend way too many hours grinding, trying to figure out why your team isn't as good as you think it is. I've had teams that were 89 overalls this year that did absolutely nothing for me because it did not fit my play style. I didn't know how to run that offense. I was not good at it. This team will bring success to me. I do not recommend getting all these players if this isn't how you want to run your ultimate team. If you want to run your ultimate team as a power O, alright, you want to run it down their throat every play, I would recommend getting an elite guards, elite center, the best power halfback you could find. I would recommend you getting a running tight end. All that. If you feel like you just want to throw it up and you can't stand to wait on offense, I recommend getting the best deep threat quarterback you can find, probably Matt Stafford, and the 3 tallest, best face catching receivers in the league, if that's what you want to do. If you want it to have every single DB you could possibly have on the field, then I would recommend getting the 8 best DBs in the game. But that's not what I want to do. So, if that's what you want to do, you do you. Alright, let water out. Love y'all.